Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with a mail day. Sneaking this vid in. I'm way overdue. Got to get caught up in the process of moving. Just went to Disney World, and now the sickness has followed. A sickness has followed us back home, but Packers come get the stuff tomorrow. Moving to Northern Virginia, DC area. So looking forward to that. Hopefully some card shows in the nearby area so I get to actually start doing those things. But yeah, some mail for the last, at least since April. I'm looking forward to some mail days as soon as I get there and setting up a man cave and whatnot. Because I got some goodies. And what was the eBay vault? The eBay vault, I guess, is now the PSA vault. Because I just got a notification said the one card I had in my eBay vault moved over to the PSA vault, which I'm good with. I didn't use the PSA vault because it was connected to Golden. And I'm just not really a fan of that guy. Not going to lie. But at the same time, I definitely have never had any intentions of selling through Golden. There's only very certain cards to me that fit his auction house. The rest of it's signed merchandise, memorabilia. It's much more that space. And so that vault just never seemed to appeal to me too much. Now, if PSA was the one selling the cards like eBay, that's why I went with that vault. And I got a PWCC vault. Every once in a while, I pop on there, and if there's a good deal, and then I can just put it in that vault while I was away from home. But when I get those vaults emptied out and sent to the house, I'm looking forward to that. This will be some sweet ads to show you. But right now, I'm not trying to pick anything up so I don't miss it in the post office deliveries and address change out. But we'll get into it finally. Panini Super Bowl autos. These are the chrome or shine ones. There's a flat white as well. I'm way behind on the shiny ones here, but I picked up a few that I knew I needed that were cheaper. I won't get any of the bigger ones until I can kind of display these and keep track of which ones I still need and stuff, which is harder when they're raw, right? But got the Ricky Waters and the Roger Craig there added to. I think I got about 5 or so of those already, but there's pushing about 15 of them now. This isn't overly rare, but it's pretty rare. But the gold Pick the Pros from 91 Pacific. I think it's a cool card, but honestly why I got it is because it is still in the action-packed holder, which are, at this point, one of a kind and not many floating around. And it was actually in pretty decent condition, so I just thought it was cool. A bit of a nostalgia piece to have the original holder there. That will make sense to anybody that doesn't know that holder, but for those that do, you'll understand what I'm saying. This episode brought to you by Hard Mountain Dew. He was doing pretty well. He was sitting above 300 for a while. It's not going great, but not terrible. But I picked some nice low-numbered cards of Luis Garcia. He's been with the team for a while, so if he stays around for a while, he's, there's people that you want cards in the PC just to tell the story of your team. So there's Future Stars. I assume that's called Gold Sparkle. That's out of 50 from 22. There's a Chrome Future Stars of a different variety. Gold out of 50. Here is a Zenith Artist Proof out of 50 of Christian McCaffrey. Looks submittable. And then I think this is the last raw. 23 Prestige George Kittle. These are they're out of 75, but they look much better than that. And for a 49er card, the gold is the way to go, right? That's the first time I found that one. I still need the Fred Warner, and I need another McCaffrey, because the McCaffrey I ended up getting had a smushed corner. But I did have this diamond out of 10 scored gem on my last sub, if you check that out. And then slabs up on deck. In keeping with that, got the Luis Garcia from 21 Sterling, gold refractor. out of 50, PSA 10. Got a good deal on that. Out of Canada. I see a lot more sellers out of Canada nowadays. I don't know what that's about. I've been looking at autos more. It's still not my thing, but I have an appreciation for them, especially as the players of my childhood start to pass away here and there. Hopefully this guy's got a good number of years left, but see if I can get a little bit better for you. Lawrence Taylor, not big on profiles, but I thought this was cool, and since he's got that big hanging earring, and that's kind of how I remember him, either that or I think he had a lightning bolt sometimes too, but that's kind of how I remember Lawrence Taylor. And I don't mind if it says authentic, but I am of the movement of, I hate when the top row says trading card. It just bothers me. I'd rather it not say anything and just move all the rest of the stuff up. We could just start with Lawrence Taylor if that was what they were trying to do. I know it's a submission level and people are paying different things, but just drives me bonkers to see trading card. It's just so bland, and anything but that would be better. But I do like when they're older cards and it actually says the set as well. 63 Koufax and a 5.5. Love the Dodger script, and every so often the Los Angeles script. I'm a big fan of most Koufax cards. I don't think there's any of the old players that actually like all of their cards, so I'm not going to do any player runs like that, but there's still a few more Koufaxes in my future for sure. Been getting some basketball. These are not recent. I got these at the right time. The Spidey sense is still strong with me, so I know when to pick up the cards at the proper time. So 2020 Chronicles Anthony Edwards Silver. I think when I got this, the pop was like 38 or something like that. So pretty nice. I liked this squared up pose that he had, and obviously this silver action. Refractor, especially in basketball, it's a much more desirable card of any issue, not just Prism and stuff like that, but so pretty cool. And his face looked a little bit more proper than some other cards. Picked up a Wemby. I don't see these going down anytime soon, and I think it'll be a cool one to just have represented in the PC and on the wall. I just got this one in. I'm pretty excited about it. This is the collector in me for sure. Out of 35 triple threads, Josiah Gray. He's been injured most of this season, but this is from 22, and I've been collecting these for a couple of years, and I've had this as a saved search forever, and I just could not understand why this card, the gold one, was not popping up when I think I have all the other internationals, except I'm still fighting in my head if I want the Patrick Corbin, just because he's so terrible. I don't know if I want him represented in the collection. And there's a Soto out there somewhere, but I got like 4 or 5 others that just really highlight the members of that team that year. And when you have 3 color and stuff like that, that's pretty cool. So gold out of 35, the first one ever to pop up apparently since I started looking a couple years ago. These aren't tremendously hard or tremendously expensive. I think the price is right on these right now. Got this a fair number of weeks ago. It just looked like Boston was running away with it. I was rooting for the Mavericks, but this was the better team by far, and proved that all along the way. So I got a Jason Tatum rookie, Prism PSA 10. Some 90s nostalgia. 95 Pay Dirt PSA 10 from Skybox Impact. Opened a lot of this product, so I was real excited to see that at PSA 10. It was only like a year or so ago that I realized that they had different colors of these, even though I probably opened 30, 40 boxes of that stuff easy. Had no idea. Not sure if I just passed some by, not realizing they were different color, or just never hit one. Got the Larry Allen. I'm not too proud to say I got this the day he passed away. Been on my list forever. And I've been watching, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7, seeing if somebody would give me a good deal. But this one came up. But I was just trying not to buy a lot of cards before I moved. But When he passed away, I went and found the cheapest one I could find that was a fresh label and got one for a great price. So, first ballot Hall of Famer for the win. One more raw. This is a 4th down one out of 25. So, similar to the McCaffrey, but the Brock Purdy out of 25. Sharp looking card. The magnetic has been smoking a pack a day. Or not the magnetic, the top load has been smoking a pack a day for about 10 years or so, though. I did get again, this is a couple months ago now, the Anthony Edwards variation. It was just clear to me that this guy was kind of the future. He's going to be more than likely the star of Team USA this summer. Whether people know it or not, but I think he's going to be that guy. And his athleticism is just going to be fun to watch for a good number of years, as long as it didn't blow out a knee. So the variation PSA 10 base rookie there. A Jim Brown. Love me the old vintage the 0.5s. So I got a nice 5.5 from Jimmy Brown there. Beautiful 61. Good sharp background color. Can never go wrong with that. This is my 3rd or 4th of these, but Fred Warner base prism. I think the pop of this is probably above 20 now, less than 25, I think. And I got 3 or 4 of them. If they're just going to go for cheap, I think he's a future Hall of Famer. Not quite there yet resume-wise, but real close. So if he just stacks on a couple of years, he's there. But if he stacks on, a couple of consistent years the way he's going, he's going to be an all-time great. Clearly an all-time great for the 49ers at a minimum, which is worthy of the investment from a Niners guy anyway. Super excited about this. I subbed one of these myself, and then in a big sell-off, in order to buy this house, that I'm now selling, 3 years ago during COVID, I sold it. Kind of regretted it. It was low pop then. It's still low pop. It's pop 6, but somebody listed another one and got it for a solid auction win that I'm pretty happy for. And then finally got around to a Derrick Henry Prism rookie. The Prism of this year, 2016, is the base rookie, as opposed to having a flat chrome and a Prism. So pretty cool. He's on his way to be, an all-time great. He's got some serious numbers and stuff like that. And for this era of running backs, looks even better. So we'll see. But just a powerhouse. So I'm pretty excited to have that one and add it to the collection. I like to keep the modern guys still getting added to the PC, not just the vintage one. It keeps me connected to the game that's happening now, as opposed to just in the old eras, right? And when your team's not always doing great, obviously Niners been doing well, but it's cool to be able to watch more games and appreciate more players and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do, and the hobby helps me do it. So that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. I have been slacking for the last year on watching videos and stuff. I've watched a fair amount on a TV via my Xbox, but it is not, you can't always comment on those, and it's definitely more complicated to comment on that. So my bad for not being as active a participant in the community over this past year as well in that regard. But I did watch a fair amount of stuff, just couldn't give you the love always that I should have. But cheers to all, and until next time, later.